Hi everyone, yasas, que kalos tirtate to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today we're going to be making marinated olives with feta and herbs. It is such a simple appetizer and also a great gift idea. It's so simple to make because it just has basic ingredients in it, but it has so much robust flavor. You guys are going to love this one. Let's get started. So like I said, there are just a few simple and basic ingredients, so you want to make sure that you get the best quality ingredients that you can find. And of course, we're going to be marinating olives, and for that, the best place to get these is in the olive bar, either at your supermarket, or if you're lucky to have a Mediterranean specialty food store, they'll have such a great variety of them. And even Costco sometimes has great olives. You can use a combination of 2 or 3, or even as many as you like in this recipe. So today I'm going to be using whatever I already have in my fridge and pantry, and I have these Kalamata olives that are already pitted, and I also have these Greek chalkidiki olives that are stuffed with garlic and jalapenos. I love that little kick that jalapeno has, so I'm just going to use these two. And even though the green ones are pretty big, I'm not going to cut them because they just look beautiful. I'm going to just set those aside, and I'm going to prepare my garlic now. So you can use 3 to 4 garlic cloves, and make sure just to peel them, and using a knife just smash them a little bit to crush them up a little bit, and that's all you have to do. Make sure that all of your ingredients are ready to go because the recipe moves really quickly. So wash and dry your herbs so that way they're ready. I'm going to begin by adding olive oil to a skillet. You can add as much as you like of the olive oil, a minimum of 1/4 cup. Then I'm going to add the garlic cloves in there with a few sprigs of thyme and a few sprigs of rosemary, fresh rosemary. Just let them warm through on a very low heat so nothing burns for about 4 to 5 minutes, or until it's nice and fragrant. The garlic is going to have some color on it and it's going to begin to soften. Next, we're going to add the olives. Now, once you add the olives in there, the oil is going to splatter everywhere. So if you can line your stovetop with some foil, which is a nice trick that I do, I forgot to do it today, it's a good idea. Or use one of those splatter guards, which again, I didn't have ready to go, so I'm not using it today. I'm just going to clean up the mess afterwards. So just warm the olives through for about 5 minutes. You can add a pinch of crushed red pepper flakes if you'd like at this point. A teaspoon of dried oregano would be nice in here too. Once they're nice and warm, you're going to take them off of the heat. And I have some feta here that I've just diced up, and I'm just going to add that to the pan while it's nice and warm, but off of the heat, so that way all the flavors just infuse together. And then I really love to add some vinegar to this. My favorite vinegar is a dark balsamic dressing that we have in our shop. We ship it within the United States, so if you're overseas and you can't find it, you can just combine a little bit of balsamic vinegar with honey and it'll taste very similar. Or you could use your favorite vinegar in this. Red wine vinegar works well too. And just mix everything up so that way it's nice and coated. Let it cool completely, and then you can transfer it to jars because, like I said before, this is great for giving as gifts. I do suggest that you let this sit overnight before you serve it. So it's a great thing if you're making it as an appetizer. You can make this a day ahead of time or even 2 weeks ahead of time. The longer it sits in those juices and herbs and oil, everything is just going to taste so amazing. But before you serve it, if you're not giving it as a gift, before you serve it, just warm it through a little bit so that way it's at least at room temperature, or leave it out a little bit. This tastes best warm. Toast up some bread to soak up that delicious herbed olive oil with the balsamic vinegar. It's just going to be so delicious. Time for the taste test. My favorite. This is one of my favorite combinations, feta and olives. You add the herbs in there, everything is just warmed through and it's infused with the rosemary and the thyme. You can definitely add more things to this. You can add some capers if you want. You could add more of your favorite herbs, or even sun-dried tomatoes would go great in this. I hope you guys give this a try. I hope you give it out as gifts too. You can print out the recipe on the website, dimitrasdishes.com. If you want to learn how to make a delicious homemade bread to serve with this, click over here and I'll see you right over there. Yes, sis.